Hello, one and all. Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. We're talking Michael Chandler today. His comments on the Oliveira fight and when he thinks this fight means for the division. He talks about his future moving forward after the Oliveira fight. He does bring up Makhachev. He brings up Conor McGregor. We're going to get into that and so much more in this video. But before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Michael Chandler, for the best part of 2 years, waits on a guy in the name of Conor McGregor. Conor doesn't show up to the fight night of UFC 303. Obviously, Chandler is super bummed. The fact that Conor does not make it to the fight. So many speculations, and Chandler talks about the many fights that were offered to Chandler as a replacement fight for that Conor McGregor fight. Really, nothing you can give Chandler can replace the monetary gains that he was getting ready to make in a bout against a Conor McGregor, in which I look at as an easy fight for Chandler, with all respect to the notorious one here. Obviously, Chandler talks about the opportunities that were presented. Some of those opportunities were very interesting, thought intriguing to say the least. One of those that was very interesting, and I thought was very interesting, name was brought up, was Max Holloway. Very, very, very interesting. I believe that was supposed to happen UFC 306 for whatever reason. That did not fall through. Obviously, Holloway has a Topuria to deal with. That's perhaps the biggest reason why this fight did not happen. Otherwise, it would have been a fascinating fight. Fascinating because Chandler, top-class athlete, and obviously Max Holloway, BMF. And it's something, if it would have happened, would have been fair for Chandler. Title opportunity, just because the guy's been waiting patiently for so long, right? Obviously, that was talked about. But, at the end of the day, Chandler is booked UFC 309 lightweight division against a Charles Oliveira for the second time. Chandler seems to think that this is a matchup to determine the number one contender for that lightweight title. Obviously, Makhachev has Tsarukyan to deal with whenever that's going to unfold, in all honesty. Tsarukyan has a ban. Let's just lift the ban on the guy and just have him fight Makhachev sometime early 2025, please, guys. Let's get this thing happening, which it will happen early 2025 regardless. It's going to happen around April, March. I want to say March, April, somewhere on, maybe May. I want to say International Fight Week, March. This fight will happen of 2025, that is, obviously. And the winner of the Oliveira Chandler fight, the second fight between the two, will face the winner of that fight. The one that's going to put together Tsarukyan versus Makhachev. The fight between Chandler and Oliveira makes a lot of sense for the division. Obviously, Chandler was supposed to face McGregor at welterweight, which does nobody any good, in all honesty. So this one makes more sense, but still, Chandler has not given up hope on facing Conor McGregor. He hopes to get his hands on Conor after Oliveira, right? He also talks about title shots. He says, hey, if obviously McGregor can't make it for whatever reason, then he's willing and would be absolutely interested in facing champion of the division come that time, if he gets passed through Oliveira, that is. First, he has to get past to Oliveira, right? I suggest that Chandler focus highly on Oliveira, the finesse master, in all honesty. The way that Oliveira wins fights is the guy can be beaten or seems to be at least, and he'll just submit you. So you have to be very, very cautious against Oliveira. I would not look too far past Oliveira. Focus on Oliveira. If I had a few words to tell Chandler, that's not going to be a joke. And that's actually going to put you in title contention, which is amazing. And I think that's all because he's been waiting patiently. Obviously, Chandler kind of played himself out of title contention because he fell short to all the top guys. Chandler, Poirier, Gagey, and Oliveira, obviously. He fell short to all of those guys. And the fact that he waited for Conor for 2 years and Conor did not show up kind of helped Chandler lift his name back up to the top. And it also served as a great grace period because he waited just long enough to see all the top guys, the likes of Gaethje and Poirier, fall short, which helped him, be in the conversation in terms of title shots, because that was not the case, obviously, a year ago. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe for more.